In the Karen Reed murder trial, she's accused of hitting her boyfriend, John O'Keefe, with her car and leaving him to die in a snowstorm. Her defense argues she was framed. Today in court, Mass State Police Trooper Nicholas Guarino returned to the stand, facing questions over his analysis of O'Keefe and Reed's phone logs.
Weep for yourself, my man. You'll never be what is in your heart. Weep, little lion man, you're not as brave.
Now, another really significant witness, and I think really important, especially for prosecutors if the jury believes and trusts his testimony, was a testimony related to the information that they were able to extract and get from the victim, John O'Keefe's phone. Let's talk about that.
Your fault but mine, and it was your heart on the line. I really fucked it up this.
And the people who are coming forth as experts, a trooper is getting rudimentary courses in how to, they don't understand exactly how the mechanisms are pulling this information. They're taught how to run it through a program. The information is spit out. They interpret it. So there's going to be any number of interpretations with that along the lines.
Tremble, little lion man, you'll never settle any of your scores.
Jake Green, there has to be some explanation, or maybe it's just gross incompetence or something else. What is it?
Now learn from your mother, or I'll spend your day.
We have to go beyond in order to provide an accurate opinion on what has occurred with these messages. Even if these were deleted years prior, we still have the ability to look at the text messaging databases on an iPhone and tell you whether or not these messages, if we see gaps in these messages, to see that there are definitely 32,000 messages missing.
Hearts on the line. I really fucked it up this time. Didn't I, my dear? Didn't I, my dear?
Respect to the health data of Mr. O'Keefe as signified within the phone.
So it marks when he's taking steps, ascending, ascending stairs, and distance traveled.
And so from that period of 12:11 to 12:32, there were essentially 4 time periods that you delineated. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
And sir, if you could just list for the jury what you found.
Yes. So at 12:11 and 9 seconds in the morning to 12:21 and 5 seconds on the 29th, it shows that he's taking 170 steps, going 99.6 meters or 326 feet. .21 in 10 seconds to 12:24 in 22 seconds. It shows 80 steps and 87.74 meters or 287 feet. At 12:21, 14 seconds to 12:24 and 37 seconds, it stated ascending, descending 3 floors.
My brother Ryan.
So you texted Ryan to see if he could come pick you up?
Yep.
Did he reach out to you at any point to let you know that he was?
Yes, he did text me saying that he was outside.
The question from Mr. Lally was, if you know, correct?
Correct.
And your answer was, I believe he was out front at 12:23. Is that right?
Correct.
And the reason you could be so precise with that time, Ms. McCabe, is because you had asked Julie Nagel to give you her text messages with Ryan for that night, and you'd refresh your recollection about the time, correct?
Correct.
And you've also testified that as soon as you saw Miss Reed's SUV, you texted John. Is that right?
Correct.
here, exclamation point, question mark. But your text to John was at 12:27. You recall that?
Yes.
That's 4 minutes after you know Ryan Nagel arrived at the scene, correct?
Correct.
Since Karen Reed arrived before Ryan Nagel, she and John had to have been there 4 to 5 minutes before you ever saw her SUV, correct?
Objection.
Is that right?
Ryan Nagel texted his sister at 12:23 here.
They drive to the Alberts' house. What happens next is disputed.
So I pull at the foot of the driveway. It's snowing. John has no coat on. It's windy. So I drop him off. He goes up the driveway and approaches the side door.
And so they went first, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Ricky truck then proceeds behind that black SUV on the trail.
Yes, sir.
But mine, and it was your heart on the line. I really fucked it up this time, didn't I, my dear? But it was not your fault but mine, and it was your heart on the line. I really fucked it up this time, didn't I, my dear? Didn't I, my dear?
And so at the time that the phone has that recording in the health data of descending, and is it ascending or descending, or how does that read in the health data?
I have in my report, and that's what's copied from the thing. It's ascending/descending stairs.
And at that point in time, cross-referencing that health data with the GPS location, where physically is Mr. O'Keefe's phone at that particular time frame?
Maplecroft by Pinecone Road, right at that intersection. Again, like I said, in this area here, there's about a 20-foot drop, and then as you go down Cedar Crest, that hill, it's about 50 feet. This spot here is the ascending, descending stairs. So, as I said before, he doesn't have an iWatch on, so it's not collecting that great health data. It's still acting as a pedometer. So, again, whatever movement he's doing is triggering something in the phone as he's ascending and descending these hills. Essentially, it could be tricking the phone into thinking it's stairs.
It's empty in the valley of your heart. The sun, it rises slowly as you walk away from all the fears and all the faults you've left behind. The harvest left no fruit for you to eat. You cannibal, you meat eater, you see. But I have seen the same, I know the shame in your defeat. But
And then at 12:31:56 to 12:32:16 in the morning, 36 steps, 25.46 meters, or 85 feet.
I will change my ways. I'll know my name as it's cold again.
At 12:30 a.m., you have that second triggering event 8 minutes after the 3-point turn when the vehicle is in reverse at 24.2 miles an hour.
I have other things to fill my time. You take what is yours and I'll take mine. Now
Auto connected to John O'Keefe's Wi-Fi at his house at 12:36 a.m.
So tie me to a post and block my ears. I can see where those orphans through my tears. And know my call despite my faults and despite my growing fears. But of your cave.
Respect to what's listed as steps, does that indicate, from based on your training experience and familiarity with this sort of health data, what, if anything, does that tell you as to whether or not the person with the phone is physically taking steps?
That's not the case.
What is the case?
like I said, the phone has internal measures. The phone has internal measures in it. Like I said, it's basically a pedometer. So the movement of the phone, the distance traveled, it's going to register as steps. You don't have to physically be walking and moving the phone for it to register movement. Just waving it around and then could potentially cause it to think you're walking and moving.
On your hands and see the world hanging upside down. You can understand dependence when you know their maker's land. So make your sirens call and sing all you want. I will not hear what you have.
This is the second or third time that this jury has been told to believe everything in the cell phone report except one or two things on the report.
I will not hear what you have to say, 'cause I need freedom now, and I need to know how to live my life as it's meant to be.
And from review of that native location data, what time does the phone arrive in the area of 34 Fairview Road?
12:24 a.m.
Now, the next entry as far as the location data, when is that and where is it indicating that the phone is at that point?
It shows me it's there the entire night, right in between 32, 34 Fairview.
And then as far as between 12:25 a.m. and 6:15 a.m., there's no movement of that phone, correct?
Yes. The phone existed.
What, if any, movement did you observe following 12:25 a.m. until the period of 6:15 a.m.?
None until it was found at 6:15.
What I'm asking is, what, if any, speed was recorded by the location data between that first 12:25:36 a.m. and 6:15:36 a.m.?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were asking for before that. No, there's no real speed registered until the phone is found the next morning.
And so that would be at the 6:15:36 a.m. time frame, is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
And what speed is recorded at that time at 6:15:36 in the morning?
It shows 0.24 meters per second for speed, and then with an accuracy rating of 7.58 meters, which is 24 feet.
Thanks.
Well, I came home like a stone, and I fell heavy into your arms. These days of dust, which we've known, will blow away with this.
I can tell from personal experience that being at 34 Fairview, it's at the bottom, Fairview, where 34 is on Fairview, it's at the bottom of a hill, and it's also at the bottom of Cedar Crest where they sort of intersect. That area there has many hills, so the GPS signal can weaken due to natural landscape, buildings, weather, multiple factors.
We're in that area of 34 Fairview Road. What, if anything, did you observe with reference to satellite connection, cell phone connection, things of that nature as far as the strength of the signal?
So on my way to work. I actually drive Fairview quite often, and being there in person with my phone, I'll go from 4 or 5 bars of service. When I'm there, it's 1 or 2. So that tells me that strength of signal there is not great.
For Fairview Road. What, if anything, did you observe or notice with reference to cell phone reception in that area?
So oftentimes, using the phone within my house, it seemed like it was it's a slang term, the dead zone for the phone. The reception wasn't great.
As well as strong, and use my head alongside my heart. So tame my flesh and fix my eyes. I tethered my